Data security, ethical and compliance considerations. As a database administrator, DBA, one of the most important parts of your role is to safeguard the data in the system. DBAs control the system, so DBAs are responsible for ensuring that the data is secure and complies to all relevant standards. DBAs must also hold themselves to the highest ethical standards. Some organizations include a specific database security administrator role that focuses on these duties, but all DBAs need to keep them in mind. Fundamental ethics. A foundation of basic ethical concepts supports good data security practices. These should help guide the policies and workflows DBAs create and the actions they take. Some important concepts are: transparency. When DBAs collect information, they should tell the owners of the information exactly what data DBAs will collect and what DBAs will do with it. Inform them about how DBAs use the data, how DBAs store it, who will have access to it, and how DBAs will dispose of it when DBAs have finished using it. Consent. DBAs should get clear consent from data owners before they collect their data. This should detail what data DBAs will be allowed to collect and how DBAs will be allowed to use it. Integrity. Always be clear about your procedures and policies, and always follow them consistently. As far as DBAs can, make sure that others in your organization also follow the correct procedures and policies. Secure system design. The structure of your system is a powerful tool in keeping your data safe. If your system is built to maintain security, it's much easier to prevent breaches. To make sure your system works for you, consider these factors. Protection from malicious access. The front line of protection for your data is basic software security. Your firewall and other cybersecurity tools should actively prevent hacking and malware installation, and alert they to threats. Be sure DBAs update this software frequently, to keep scanning lists up to date. Also, educate users about phishing and other ways that they can unwittingly enable malicious access. Secure storage. The storage they choose for your data must be secure not only from malicious access, but also from hardware failure and even natural disasters. Select your services carefully and make sure they understand their security practices and disaster preparedness plans. Back up your data regularly and reliably to minimize data loss in case of an emergency. Accurate access. Only those who need certain data should be able to access it. Establish a system of assigning and tracking privileges that assigns each user only the necessary privileges, and controls what they can do with the data. Ensure that your policy complies with any data usage agreements DBAs have made. Secure movement. Data can be particularly vulnerable to interception when DBAs move it into or out of storage. Be sure to consider safe transfer methods as carefully as DBAs plan safety for the rest of your system. Secure archiving. At some point, DBAs may want to move data from active storage to an archive. This can protect it from accidental access and make your system more efficient. Make sure your archiving system is as secure as the rest of your storage. Data agreements often specify how long DBAs may use the data, so be sure the archived data is regularly weeded for expired rights and don't retain any more data than DBAs will need for compliance with organization policy. Eliminate your discarded data securely and completely. Compliance issues. Maintaining compliance with all relevant laws and standards is a vital concern. Failure can result in data insecurity, professional censure for your organization, and even legal action. This list includes some of the most common types of standards, but it's not exhaustive. Always find out which regulations and standards apply to your organization. National, international regulations. Industry standards. Organization best practices. If DBAs build your system and procedures thoughtfully and maintain them with consistency and vigilance, DBAs can keep the data in your system safe and productive. Thank you for watching the video. In our next video we will learn about Introduction to Backup and Restore. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe.